A warning tonight about false claims making the rounds on social media about the COVID vaccines and blood donations. This week, we received a question from you, one of our viewers. And to verify, 10 TV's Lindsay Mills takes that claim to a member of our team of experts.
Misinformation and disinformation can be quite dangerous.
Dr. Joe Castaldo, an infectious disease specialist at Ohio Health, says specifically there has been a lot of misinformation about the COVID vaccines and what's referred to as the spike protein. According to the CDC, the spike protein is the part of the virus that attaches to a human cell to infect it. And what the vaccine does is it produces a harmless piece to trigger our immune system to fight off what it thinks is an infection. This week, we got a question about just that from one of our viewers. It's important to note Dr. Castaldo says there's a false claim in the actual question. So we will verify the question in two parts. Dwayne Neuerberg asks, will donated blood from those who received the gene therapy research jab contain viable spike proteins? And can those replicate and damage blood vessels, heart, lung, brain, and bones? So let's start with the first part of her question.
The vaccines that we have from Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson's are not considered gene therapy. These vaccines do not alter your DNA.
We can verify, no, the vaccines we have available right now in the U.S. are not considered gene therapy. Let's tackle the part about spike proteins.
What these vaccines do is actually teach your cells to make a spike protein that is different than the spike protein produced by actual infection. The spike protein that is made after being vaccinated is quickly dissolved, and this vaccine does not produce spike protein that lingers in somebody's blood for a long period of time.
Dr. Castaldo says the spike protein that is made by the vaccine does not cause any damage to blood vessels or cells. The spike protein made by the vaccine is different than the spike protein that's made from people having COVID.
The spike protein that's made when somebody has COVID does cause damage inside of blood vessels, which is what leads to things like blood clots and really bad outcomes.
We can verify the spike protein made by COVID vaccines available here in the U.S. does not cause harm to your body. Dr. Castaldo says due to false claims going around about this, some patients in need of blood transfusions have asked if it's safe to receive a transfusion from a donor who was vaccinated.
Yes, it is completely safe to receive blood from somebody who has been vaccinated.
Have something you'd like us to verify? Send us an email to verify@10tv.com. With your Verify, I'm Lindsay Mills.